part. Right atrium.
Right ventricle. Tricuspid valve.
Barely there.
Pulmonary trunk. Okay, pulmonary semilunar valve. Right and left pulmonary arteries.
So either the left or the right, the blue.
Okay.
Hold on.
It's just like on any heart.
Left atrium.
The left atrium is under there.
Left ventricle.
This guy down here.
The bicuspid valve.
It's not even there.
Okay. Aortic semilunar valve.
Looks just like the pulmonary tucked up under here,
Okay.
giving rise to the aorta.
And then the aorta.
I just showed it.
Oh.
So I need the parts.
Ascending aorta.
Is this little piece that goes straight up?
And then the aortic arch.
Is the curve.
Okay. Brachiocephalic artery.
Comes out of first, just like on the giant heart. Comes out first.
Left common carotid.
Left common carotid's that guy.
Left subclavian artery.
The third one.
Okay. And then the descending aorta.
Is this little piece going down? And then you repeat it.
Do you want me to actually repeat it?
Yeah, we'll just pick up from the...
Aortic arch.
So that's the curve, and coming out of it first is the brachiocephalic artery, and then...
Right common carotid.
Okay, so the right common carotid comes out of the brachiocephalic artery right there.
Okay. And the right subclavian.
Also comes out of the brachiocephalic right here.
And then right axillary.
That's your armpit.
Okay. Right brachial artery.
This is the guy running down your arm.
Right ulnar.
So he's standing on this side, not on that side, but this side he's in anatomical. So your ulnar is this guy, and your radial is that one.
Okay. Superficial palmar arch.
Is this red one over here on the right?
Right digital artery.
Little red guy's going to the fingers.
Left common carotid artery.
Okay, so that was the second one out of the arch. It's this guy running up the side of the head there, the neck.
Then left external carotid.
The external branches from it runs up the side of your head. The internal, you cannot see. It is covered up totally.
Left subclavian.
So it's the third one, and it ends right there.
Okay. Left axillary.
Axillary,
Brachial.
brachial, and then I wouldn't do radial and ulnar. That's the one that's twisted. 'Cause it's standing the other way. But they do give rise to
The deep palmar.
palmar arch. Okay, and then it also gives rise to more digital arteries. This, they've taken the bones off so you can see it, because this guy, the superficial, sits over it. They're from the palm. That's why they're called palmar arches.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they're actually this view. They just took the bones out so you could see it.
Okay.
Okay, so that sits on top of it.
Then the abdominal aorta.
Is this guy down here?
Inferior phrenic artery.
Okay, the inferior phrenic refers to the diaphragm. That's the diaphragm, so it's this little one that looks like a little hook. And it comes out of the aorta by itself. It doesn't look like it, but it really does.
Celiac trunk.
That's the center that these other three come from, right there.
Gastric artery.
Goes to the stomach. They clip the stomach out of the way. And it's a little tiny guy.
Hepatic artery.
It goes to the liver. Hepatic means liver. Red guy. And the spleen, it goes to the spleen.
Superior mesenteric artery.
Right there, coming up out of the aorta by itself. And it's always over top of this left renal vein. Always comes out right on top.
And then the renal artery.
The renal arteries, so your left is the red under there, and the right's over here, little red guy.
Gonadal artery.
The gonadal, your left or your right are these long parts. If this was male, it would be testicular. If it was female, it would be ovarian. We don't know what it is, so it's gonadal.
Okay. Inferior mesenteric
It's
artery.
that little stuff.
Common iliac artery.
As soon as the abdominal aorta branches, you're in the common iliacs, either right or left.
Right or left external iliac.
The external, okay, it branches again and they become external or internal on both the right and the left sides.
And then the femoral artery.
from the external iliac, you go into the femoral. So these are all on the left now. And then it becomes the posterior tibial.
And then median sacral
Sacral is
artery.
right there in the center. The sacrum's out of the way so you can see it.
And then superior vena cava.
No, we're going to go backwards totally on the veins. Start at the bottom and go up. Remember, the arteries take blood away from the heart, and now we're going to come back to it.
Okay, so the right and left common iliac vein.
No, no, no.
Oh, just all the way up.
Wait,
Okay,
yeah.
greater saphenous vein?
Right,
Oh, right.
right greater
saphenous
saphenous
vein.
is the longest one in your body. So that's it coming up. Okay,
And
they
then-
clipped all the veins out on the left, arms and legs.
And then the right or left femoral vein.
So as soon as you get up here, this is part of the femoral, and then they pick it up again here because the saphenous goes into it from underneath. And you got a little bitty piece of it over there on the left. So a little bit of right. Then you go into the external iliacs, then your short little internal, right where the arteries were, and then the common again, right where the arteries are. And then you go into the inferior vena cava. But also going into it is the
Renal veins.
either the left or the right renal.
Okay.
And
Right or
the
left.
hepatic also.
Okay.
And then there's a little piece of it way up here by the heart. Then it empties into the heart. Then we need to go pick up what
Digital
happens in here.
veins.
Yeah, digital, the blue in the fingers.
And then palmar
Venous arch is this guy. And then it goes, it does go, hang on, not yet. It goes actually into radial and ulnar, but we skip them.
Okay.
So this one that makes like a V, sort of a Y even, is the median cubital. That's where they draw blood.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the basilar.
And the median cubital becomes, the basilar is this bottom one, and it'll join the brachial and become the axillary.
Okay.
Then on this side, the median cubital gives rise to the cephalic. It joins the axillary, they become the subclavian vein. Okay? It joins the internal jugular vein and it becomes the brachiocephalic. The two brachiocephalics join to become the superior vena cava.
Okay.
And the only difference over here on the right, you can see both the you can see the external jugular joining it, and then the internal comes all the way straight down. Okay, and a little short subclavian into the brachiocephalic.